What made me decide to study abroad was to step out of my normal element, to see something different and try something I never tried before and see what else is out there in the rest of the world. Where I decided to study abroad was in Florence, Italy at the American Institute of Foreign Study, which is AIFS. When I arrived in Italy, the first thing that I noticed that was different was the language, of course, and the way that the pace, it was a little bit slower than it was out here. But in general, I actually felt that there were more similarities than there were differences. I was surprised to realize that, it wasn't this strange place or completely different. Everyone was kind of doing the same thing they do here, and it was a lot more similar than it was different. I would say my three favorite things about studying abroad in Italy, one, the food. The food was very good. And two, I would say how active everybody was and how much everybody spent outside and how the sun went down around 10 o'clock at night and people would still be out and walking around, enjoying food, hanging out in public places. And I enjoyed being outside, so it was really cool to see that a lot of the locals spend a lot of their time outside. And the third, I would say the convenience in traveling. The way the train stations and buses and taxis, everything was really easy to get around and you were able to travel very easily. I highly recommend studying abroad because you see things that you wouldn't see here in the States. You learn about yourself and you realize that you can do things that you may not have thought that you could before. I know that I never thought that I could be away in another country for a month just away from my parents. And I realized that I can do things and if I put my mind to it and I can see other places and really you get a sense of who you are. It has tested my skills to get along with people that I might not normally deal with. And I think that that's something that a lot of people look for when they're hiring or when they're bringing people into their organization. They want to know that you have seen other places, that you understand the world in a broad level, not just where you're from. And I think that really it's about seeing new things, going new places and living the experience. And just I think that's what people want when they hire you and when you go to other programs for higher education.